Hey guys, welcome to the Super Opposed Show where we talk all things Marvel, DC, and Star Wars. And today I want to talk to you guys about the Black Panther, Wakanda Forever. So if you don't know, Empire magazine, they're like an online magazine website where they get a bunch of scoops, and they get to interview a lot of the actors and actresses from Marvel films and other movies. They ended up doing a really nice presser article for Wakanda Forever where we get to see three big photos. First is the cover photo with Shuri and Angela Bassett and Namor the submariner, and then we also get just a couple more shots, just one more of Namor and then Shuri and her mother, and I guess she's teaching her combat. And so I really want to talk about this because there's kind of five things that I've gathered from this article that I want to really talk to you guys about. So I'm going to name all five, then I'm going to explain each one, okay? So the first thing that I noticed is that Shuri is the Black Panther. It's set in stone. This article is basically telling us that she's the one to take the mantle that Chadwick Boseman left off. She's the one. The next thing is that Shuri is going to be going along the hero's journey, okay? The second one is that Namor is most likely going to be OD powerful. The fourth thing is that they are hiding something important in this film. And the fifth thing is the future of Wakanda will still most likely be in question after this movie. So for the first thing, right, Shuri being the Black Panther, I made a bunch of reasons why already in my past videos why I believe Shuri is going to be the Black Panther. And it's just pretty obvious, right? Who else is going to take on the mantle of T'Challa, right? It could be Nakia, but Nakia might be pregnant. We don't know, or and we all know from the first Black Panther movie, Nakia doesn't want to be in royalty whatsoever. So and I know a lot of people have Killmonger theories, but it's not going to happen. Right now, the main Black Panther, the sole Black Panther of Wakanda is going to be Shuri. And this article is pretty much showing us that because she's the only one that's being shown in this. She's the one in the center holding the arms like this, which is basically a message telling us that, yo, she's the one. She's it. The second thing, Shuri going along the hero's journey. So after looking at some of these images and reading this article, it just makes me think, right? Just like how in Avengers Endgame we got a really nice time jump, right? So no one knew that after Thor cuts off Thanos' head, we get a 5-year gap. I think the same thing is going to happen. I think T'Challa's going to die. We're going to have this emotional funeral. And I think we're going to get some time to pass. And I never thought about this until actually like today, that time has to pass because, I mean, how is Shuri going to learn all of this combat? How is Shuri going to become like basically a killing machine? So the theory that I'm having right now is that T'Challa might have been dead for a time now, which gives Shuri already years like of training in combat and training in becoming the new Black Panther, and for her to basically like become like for Wakanda to as a whole, as a country, say, yo, this is our Black Panther. Or maybe the rules change after T'Challa's death. Maybe she doesn't have to fight for the mantle. I'm not sure, but that's kind of the theories that I've been running around with lately. Now, the fourth thing, right? They are hiding something important. I'm sorry, the third thing, right? Namor is most likely going to be OD powerful. Yeah, I think Namor is probably going to be one of the most powerful characters that we see in the MCU, as in, and I'm not saying like a Captain Marvel like powerful, but I think in a grounded sense, Namor is going to be very OD. I wouldn't be shocked if we see something that is as cool, like something equivalent to a water bending style. I wouldn't be shocked if we see that with Namor, and I think it's going to give us a take that's different than what we've seen in Aquaman. I think it's going to be something very different, but Namor is going to be a super powerful character, and in this film, people are going to have to die, and I think Namor is going to be the one to kill them, and I think these deaths are going to be gruesome and epic. Now, they are hiding something important in this film, so it could be Riri, right? It could be Riri's Ironheart, which we've seen a bunch of Twitter leaks about that. It could also be Nakia or M'Baku material, and which I agree, there's probably stuff that they are hiding in that regard. But mostly, I think one of the biggest things that they're hiding is Bast. Okay, I think Bast has a big part to play in this film. We ended up seeing Bast in Thor: Love and Thunder, and it was only like a snippet of her. She didn't talk or nothing, but we ended up seeing her sitting down. Now, in the comics, Shuri actually got denied by Bass to become the Black Panther at a certain point, And what if, she took the heart shaped herb and maybe, the rules, I do think things have changed, I don't know if, when you take the heart shaped herb, you're still going to like the ancestral plane with the old kings of before. What if she goes to the ancestral plane and she's talking to the Black Panther goddess now because she's a female? I don't know how that's going to work, but I do think that there is going to be some type of thing with Bass and with Shuri. And my theory is that I think that coming out of the ancestral plane, I think Shuri is going to possess a type of power, maybe something similar to an Azari effect, but it can't be Azari because Azari mom is Storm, so he already has electric powers. But I think that Shuri's going to come out with some type of supernatural power to defeat Namor because she's not beating him in the vibranium suit. That's just not going to cut it. He's too powerful. And then the last point, right? The future of Wakanda will still most likely be in question after this movie. So, I think that after the aftermath of what happens, most likely a lot of people are going to die. Her mother's most likely going to die. Nakia might die. M'Baku might die. We might lose a lot of people. I do think that Shuri will end up leaving with Wakanda, and she's going to move to New York to give herself a fresh start. I think that is the best. To me, in my opinion, I think that's probably the best option for the Black Panther franchise right now. I think right now it's get the frick out of Wakanda. I think that after Chadwick Boseman's death, there's going to be a lot of depression there for Shuri. There's going to be a lot of things there. So I think that the best option for her is to get away and try something new. You know, there are a lot of films where like they don't want to be home because it just reminds them of the death that comes with it. And think about it. She's lost her father. She's lost her mother. She's lost her father. She now lost her brother, and she might end up losing her mother. So, due to those events, she's probably most likely going to dip and go somewhere else. My theory is that we'll probably see her go with Riri in Ironheart. And yeah, so and also want to go back to that fourth point. Doctor Doom is apparently supposed to have a cameo in this as well. So, there's just a lot of things being hidden in this movie that we don't know about that's pointing to the bigger, picture of things. So, yeah, that is really what this article kind of told me just from the pictures and from what I was reading is that they're prepping for something to be super big. But I think the aftermath of these events are going to be even bigger than what we're going to see. So, yeah, tell me what you guys think about, the three or the five things that I have, found from this article and from what I believe the vibe is going to be. Tell me what you guys think. Like, do you agree? Do you not? Do you think that they should go this route? Should they not? Do you like Shuri as Black Panther? Just leave some comments below, all right? Have a wonderful day and peace out.